Hello, everyone. It's Chad Bergman with Movement Mortgage, and today I have a special guest, Alice with HomeSmart. Welcome, Alice.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You bet. Well, again, we've been doing business off and on for years, and we caught up the other week and about our interesting changing market. So, yeah, I'm just excited to talk to you more about it and share some information.
Hi, thank you for having me. I wanted to give folks out there who are hearing the shift in market an idea of what's going on, if you could explain to them a little bit more, because we hear words like recession and it seems like it might be a scary time to get into the market, but we're actually in a buyer's market, so it's a great time to get into the market. If you could explain the correlation between the rates and recession and explain a little bit why it is a good time to be in the market.
Yeah, absolutely. These are things that have come up very quickly. Our market has changed within a couple months. And again, even though we're fighting higher interest rates, it has given a lot of people an opportunity to get into the market and specifically move up buyers too. So yeah, well, I have some slides that were given to me through another presentation, and I think it's really good to go through those. So I'll jump into those.
Awesome.
So Alice, this is a great slide that talks about, what vacancy rates have been for the past, say, 40 or 50 years. So we have definitely seen a bottoming of vacancy rates. So if you're a renter, you know that it's very tight to find a rental right now. Rental rates are going up because of it. There's just not a lot of opportunity to move around. And because of that, we have a supply and demand issue in rentals. So we just don't have enough properties, and it's again ties into our next slide, which is our inventory graph as well. So again, talking historically, we are at a record low inventory period. Builders just haven't kept up over the years. We've had more household formations. We've had just a lack of inventory. We don't have, again, the same problems that we did back in 2008 during our last financial crisis. So we don't have a glut of inventory. So we're just really struggling with that. And unfortunately, it's not a quick fix either.
If you could explain for everybody out there who hears that we are seeing higher interest rates, that it's hard to understand that really there's still really great interest rates kind of in comparison to other recessions, and what causes that interest rate to go up and go down.
Yeah, you bet. Well, this is a great graph to kind of to review that. So, historically rates have been all over the board. We definitely aren't at anywhere near the peak of, the early 80s, up to 18%. And we've come down since then. And even, 10 years ago, we were, in the 5 to 6% range. So we have been, with our low interest rates that we've had in the last couple of years, we've definitely have come off of those. It's unlikely we'll ever go back to such low interest rates, in the upper 2s, low 3% interest rates. But again, with our higher interest rates, we are nowhere close to the peaks. What I would like to point out here is the correlation with interest rates and recessions. So when a recession hits, the Fed is going to step in and stimulate the market. How they do that is that they're trying to stimulate employment, and they're also going to reduce the borrowing costs. So right now we're on the flip side of that. Right now the Fed is fighting inflation. They're raising the Fed funds rate. Borrowing costs are going up because of that. But again, it is to only get to a better place, and eventually we will turn the corner. And we're probably, the expectations, we're going to probably turn the corner next year, maybe into 2024. But when that happens, we're going to probably go through a slight recession. Possibly, it's being discussed whether or not that's going to happen. But the Fed, again, is going to lower interest rates. and we're going to see better times because of that.
If you could explain to people who are interested in getting in the market right now, because it is a good time for buyers to get into the market, what their options are, particularly first-time home buyers and move-up buyers, what some of the loan products are that are out there that'll give them an opportunity to fight those higher interest rates, and what their options are kind of down the line to improve it.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the big ways to combat higher interest rates right now is what's called a temporary buy down. We offer what's called a 2-1 buy down. So how this works from a buyer standpoint is we are going to write in your offer that the seller contribute towards your buy down cost. There's a cost associated with it, and it's going to reduce your interest rate 2% the first year, 1% the second year, and then it's going to cap out at the note rate for the remaining period of the loan. The buy down is nice because it's an immediate effect on your mortgage payment. You know, you could throw money to buy down your interest rate, you know, for a 30-year period, but it costs a lot of money to bring it down only a little amount. This is a much better way of attacking a much bigger buy down of the rate. And keep in mind, we are doing this with the expectation of a refinance later. We call it date the rate. So again, we're looking to, you know, hit that affordability issue right now. You know, the buy down can be used for a variety of different loan programs, FHA, VA, conventional, with loan amounts under $684,000.
Awesome. Could you explain what you told me earlier, how this will actually save buyers money on their monthly payment versus just doing a price reduction on a home?
Yeah, you bet. So again, you know, this buy down is going to save you much more on the monthly payment. Again, depending on your loan amount and price point, you know, it could easily save you $300-400 a month for the buy down versus a price reduction. A price reduction of $10,000 is only going to, without the buy down rate, is only going to maybe save you $60 a month in payment. So again, what we're trying to do is attack the rate and the payment, and specifically, we're going to get the seller to pay for it.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then Alice, like we talked about before, this is a great alternative for the seller as well. So again, sellers aren't getting the multiple offers. They're having longer days on market. They may be talking about a price reduction. And so instead of a price reduction, a seller could offer this buy down to a buyer. And again, it's going to be a better value proposition. So a seller can pay for this, and the money is going to go a lot further than, say, a price reduction from a seller standpoint.
So then it'll save them money, and then they don't have to do as large of a price reduction.
Correct. It is definitely an alternative to a bigger price reduction, because again, a price reduction isn't going to save a buyer much in that monthly payment.
Awesome. Could you explain some of the other products that are out there for first-time home buyers and or move-up buyers that that are out there besides FHA?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, a typical first-time home buyer program is FHA, but folks who have, say, a 720 or plus credit score, even a lower credit score sometimes works. Fannie and Freddie both have first-time home buyer programs called HomeReady and Home Possible. These are great because they offer a down payment as little as 3%, and they actually have lower interest rates and mortgage insurance because of the program.
Awesome.
Keep in mind the program does require what's called AMI income limits. So for most of Metro Denver, your income cannot exceed about $94,240. It is specific to the property. But again, that is kind of how the program is designed to keep the first-time home buyers, and income limits are a big part of that.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think talking about the move-up buyers, Alice, you know, as you know, again, it's been too hot of a market the last couple of years. It's just hasn't allowed buyers to transition normally, because we just haven't been able to go through contingencies. But sounds like contingencies are back in play. Is that right?
It is there. We're seeing every day, we're seeing people accept contingent offers. Houses are sitting on the market longer, so sellers are willing to take anybody who is going to put an offer in and, do what it takes to get that offer accepted. So they're accepting contingent offers and other things, including inspection items. You don't have to offer a full appraisal gap every time anymore. So it's a great time for people who are looking to buy, especially the move up buyer who want to get into their forever home or a bigger home because of whatever reason they need more space than what they've had, and they couldn't do it before. What just wasn't even an option, and now they can.
Right. Yeah, I can't agree with you more. It's just a great opportunity. We're getting back to a normal market. And what I love too is, again, we've seen so much appreciation over the years. I have a lot of clients that, again, are moving up in property, and they're using that excess equity
Yeah.
to pay off debt too. So again, even if you're going into a move up property with a higher monthly mortgage payment, it is a great opportunity to maybe hold back some of those proceeds from your current property, pay off debt, and maybe ultimately save you some money, for your monthly obligations because of that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. That's all fantastic information.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I think, again, you do a great job for your clients, Alice. I'm excited to work with you going forward. And then, again, this is a great education, and we just need to get the word out about the opportunity that we're in right now.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. Have a great week.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.